Welcome to British Biomedicine Institute. Today I, Dr. Pramod Khatri, is going to teach you a simple topic named as New European Pharmacovigilance Legislation. So, in the New European Pharmacovigilance legislation, basically this is a new public health legislation which is far reaching in scope and depth and goes far beyond any narrow concept of pharmacovigilance, and the main objectives are to promote and protect public health by reducing the burden of adverse drug reactions and optimizing the use of medicines based upon the strength and rationale of the system. It will increase scientific base and risk proportionate. It can integrate benefit and risk, and it will ensure robust and rapid decision-making procedure, and it can increase the transparency, and it will provide a better clinical information. Under the GVP, Good Pharmacovigilance Practice, basically there are introduction of total 16 new modules, and basically under the new module number 1, there will be pharmacovigilance system and their quality systems. Module number 2, pharmacovigilance system master file. Module number 3, pharmacovigilance inspection. Module number 4, pharmacovigilance audit. Module number 5, risk management system. Module number 6, management and reporting of adverse reactions to the medicinal product. Module number 7, PSUR, Periodic Safety Update Report, whereas module number 8 means PSA, Post Authorization Safety Studies. Under your module number 9, there will be signal management. Under module number 10, there can be an additional monitoring. Module number 11, there will be a public participation in pharmacovigilance. Under your module 12, there will be a continuous pharmacovigilance, ongoing risk-benefit evaluation, regulatory action and planning of public communication. Under your module 14, there will be an international collaboration. Under your module 15, there will be a safety communication. And for module number 16, basically there will be utilization of various tools, educational materials, and effective measurements for risk minimization should be taken care of. So in the new European pharmacovigilance legislation, basically the main highlights of major changes are use of PSMF inside the PV system, which will be replacing the DDPS, description of pharmacovigilance system. PV system must meet quality standards. There has to be a great transparency in internal audit findings, and the metrics on pharmacovigilance performance in the annexes should be implemented. And under the risk management plan, there has to and a risk management plan should be implemented for all the new medicinal products, and the emphasis will be given on appropriate risk minimizing procedure, and a legal basis it will be required, like your post authorization safety studies and post authorization efficacy studies. There can also be a additional monitoring list, and the adverse drug reaction management and reporting will be there, and there will be a change in the definition of adverse drug reactions. There can be an increased requirement of collection of clinical data, and adverse drug reaction reporting should be simplified. And for PSUR, Periodic Safety Update Report, it must be reoriented toward benefit, not risk, and it should be showing, it will be able to show greater cumulative context. There has to be a legal basis for signal detection, and for this full data set of signal detection from all the source will be implemented. There has to be various signal management principles, and signal tracking systems are also implemented. There is also a requirement for linking safety documentations through the life cycles, like your from IB to DSUR to EURMP to SMPC and to the PSUR. So there has to be a committee named as PRAC, Pharmacovigilance Risk Assessment Committee, at center or national authorization decision making. And there has to be an urgent requirement of union procedures for various serious issues. There has to be a transparency and communication, which will be publicly available on the web portals. And here the requirement of public participation is also mandatory on the hearing of safety matters and for the patient organization members on the PRAC. So the early challenges are that there is an increased demand requiring resources, potential differences and conflict of pharmacovigilance required across different health authorities, and there is a need to change to a new way of thinking about pharmacovigilance with a patient-centered approach, and a greater transparency is also needed. There are various considerations like a full implementation of European Union pharmacovigilance legislation, which will require major changes in PV system. It will not be realized for some years yet. And for learning and readjusting, there has to be an implementation of the change in directive by national competent authorities, which is still unclear for some cases, and the definition still being developed. So I hope you have gained a lot of clinical information on this topic. Please like, share, subscribe our YouTube channel named as British Biomedicine Institute. Good luck, goodbye.